Hello and welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you another awesome holiday droid. And this time it is
the KX Security Droid Holiday Edition.
And he looks really cool.
Yeah.
He's got he's mainly white. He's got some red and some green mixed in there, a little bit of gold. And then he also comes with like an extra little droid.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of.
It might tell us on the back.
Yeah.
But if you look at the packaging, it shows like the little droid, like you were saying, in the snowflakes.
Yeah.
And we have done others of these. They come other than just droids, but the droids are always fun to look at. And let's go ahead and turn the box around. Looks like he's going to come with a weapon that's white. I have to go with him. And that looks like a to and from.
Yeah.
So let's see. It says... You want to read the...
Celebrate this season with specially designed Star Wars figures from the Black Series.
Awesome. Alright, so yeah, no picture or description. And I know we have looked him up before and we've seen the little one. Name of him, so maybe we'll be able to figure it out when we take him out of the box.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go ahead and get KX Security Droid out of his box and give you a much closer look. We'll be right back. Alright, so there's
the KX Security Droid Holiday Edition.
Out of his box. And let's go ahead and take a look at the little droid he comes with first. So super cute. Let's see if we can show off the detailing. So he's like blue and white with the black eyes. And then the little antenna up here. I'm trying to see. Those do not move. It looks like the head... I'll let you show off the articulation of this guy, but anyway, he definitely has some points of articulation for such a small little droid. But that's what he looks like in the front and the back. So did you want to show off his? He just has like three different.
Pretty quick. Yeah.
I mean, well, 6 different.
Yeah, so he's gonna have articulation at the neck. It's kind of like a
ball joint.
Like a ball joint, so it'll kind of it can go up and down and side to side. He has articulation, which I guess would be the hips, the knees, and I think that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got, but these actually will kind of go out.
Ooh, yeah.
As well as like pivoting, so.
Helps him balance well.
Yeah, so very cool.
All right, and then he comes with... Ta-da! We call it the little Nerf blaster, but yeah. It's got a little orange thing on the end and white little weapon with a scope. For such a big, tall robot, he's got such a little weapon. So, here we go, or droid, should I say. He's like, who are you calling a robot? He's got the gold on his face there, green eyes, white head. And the way they do, it almost looks like a skeleton, you know, like a skeleton neck, because it is white. And then you got the green detailing around here. And then you were pointing out to me the snowflake. You zoom in.
Yeah, it's actually just like the snowflakes on the packaging, whereas the I don't know what you would call it, the ends of the snowflakes are actually his face.
Yeah, like the little spokes of the snowflake have his face. And then there's some little antenna and whatnot on the back, some buttons, and...
It's like very reminiscent of like the Stormtroopers. I think they had something
that
looked like the same thing on their backs.
He's got that same thing on the other side, and then he's got some red stripes down in the middle, and some red buttons. A little bit of green around this part, which is nice that they added those little detail of color, and then silver, or actually more gray right here where you see the little circular, and it looks like, I'm trying to see, yeah, if I do my finger, so it's clear in between there, like you think like maybe it's silver, but it's actually, you can see my finger through there, so it's like translucent in between there. So that's awesome. He is looking good, and I'm gonna let you go ahead and show off his articulation and his super long legs.
Alright, so he's going to have articulation at the neck, but he's going to have 2 points, because one will be at the base of the neck, and as you can see, he's got one at the base of the head, and then also one at the base of the neck, so he can have good range of motion there. He has articulation at the shoulders, and it will extend as well as rotating. He has articulation at the elbows, and if you see, he actually has kind of like the bicep swivel, but it's at the very base of the elbow. But since he's a robot or android, his elbows will go all the way back. He has articulation at the wrists, and it will do the same. It will bend as well as twisting. He has a point in the torso, so he can twist back and forth. A little bit of give forward and backwards as well. He has articulation at the hips, so it will go back and forwards as well as out slightly. He has articulation in the legs. The what would be kind of like the thigh swivel is at the very base of the leg, so it's kind of hidden, but it will rotate as well. And then his knees, and the knees are just like the elbows, they will hyperextend. And then of course the ankles, and the ankles are kind of they will pivot, and then actually will roll just in a different way. So very cool. Some interesting articulation on him, and glad to add this holiday version of the KX security robot to our Star Wars The Black Series collection.
Alright, so here's one last look at
the KX Security Droid Holiday Edition.
He looks awesome. Thank you so much for watching. As always, come back and see us, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.